Just saying, that sounds like a bad idea.
I mean, everything sounds like a bad idea when you don't believe in it.
Welcome to Then You Ruined It, a podcast where two friends who refuse to meet in real life give each other plenty of reasons to stick to that opinion.
So we are definitely living in the 21st century, and the robot apocalypse is coming closer and closer every day. On a scale of 1 to 10, how scared are you of AI?
I'm not scared of it at all. It annoys me, and I don't like that it is used by so many people without even thinking about what they're doing, but it does not scare me at all.
So you're not worried about it replacing your job?
Not replacing, no, but definitely like supplementing to the point where, and this is a real thing, and unfortunately it sucks, but there have been some positions, not in my direct department, but in others that people have left and they didn't backfill those positions because of AI. They're like, oh, well, there's so much more that we can do with AI now that we don't have to backfill it immediately.
And how's that worked out?
I mean, it's AI, so sucky.
Well, as a developer, I was quite nervous of AI for a while because, writing code is something that we have found AI that can do. Then I realized, you have to be able to tell it what to do, which is basically just programming anyway, is just so I still will do that. And AI code sucks for now. But I'm no longer scared of AI because I found a job that AI could never do. And if it takes my job, this is what I'm going to go do. I'm going to scoop ice cream at a place that has weird flavors.
All right. Good to have a backup.
Around New Year's, we went down to Portland and we took in a Trailblazers game, ate at a couple Chinese restaurants, and we're just going around filling time like, oh, let's get ice cream. That sounds like a good family thing to do. So we go and we get ice cream, and we wanted to go to a local place rather than just like Baskin Robbins or whatever. So we go into a place, and you could tell by the ladies running the counter that this was a Portland place. And you could just tell they were going to have some weird flavors. Are you an adventurous ice cream flavor eater?
Absolutely not. Has to have chocolate and very minimal offshoots of toppings past that.
So like chocolate with more chocolate in it.
I mean, that's preferable. Rocky Road is my all-time favorite.
Rocky Road's good, but A, we eat it too much because it's my wife's favorite. B, it does something weird with the marshmallows. Marshmallows should not be that cold. But that's it's ice cream. It's personal preference, and I'll definitely eat it. It's still really good. But we go there, and I am an adventurous eater, and so is my wife. So we always like to try like weird flavors and try each other's. And so we ordered my daughter's, and she got some not weird. Hers is going to sound very normal. She got some combination of like strawberry and blackberry and stuff like that. She likes fruit, which is great. My son got some chocolatey thing, probably something right up your alley. My wife, she's like, ooh, I want to try that lavender. Oh, what was the other flavor? It was lavender aloe, I think, or something like that. And it was beautiful. It's this really nice shade of pink with chunks in it. And so that's what she got. And I'm looking at the board, and I turn to the lady behind the counter, and I'm like, okay, I see you have honey cornbread as a option here. Tell me about the honey cornbread. And she's like, oh, yes, sir. Like, she had been preparing for this moment. And she goes into a spiel, and it's basically like, okay, so imagine cornbread with so much honey butter that it kind of takes on, like, there's more honey butter than cornbread. So it's almost like a creamy thing, but it still has the texture of cornbread, and it doesn't taste that overwhelmingly sweet. It's just the right amount of honey butter you would want on cornbread, but with ice cream texture with the crumblies of cornbread throughout. I'm like, that sounds amazing. I will try that. And there's no way a computer could do that. So suck it, AI. I know you're listening. I know if this podcast is being listened by anyone, it's large language models trying to figure out how the average American man thinks. And we think, screw you. You can't describe ice cream.
Hard right turn. Thank you very much. Whiplashes.
I warned you what this episode was about.
You did, but I completely forgotten because you were so far away from that. You lulled me into a false sense of security of like, okay, Portland ice cream flavors, let's go. And then you just yelled at AI, and I don't know where that was so mean and harsh. I feel sorry for AI at this point. It's not AI's fault. You just ruined a good story about ice cream. I'd rather podcast with AI because I bet they probably wouldn't do that. It'd go weird,
Well,
and they'd start talking about how to cook humans, and it'd be like, well, no, you shouldn't have talked about that. Okay.
Because at some point the AI will yell, "Suck it, humans!"
I don't think
Because
so.
they learned from me.
I don't, but no.
Anyway.
I don't think they'll use that in their language model per se. But I'd also like to go back to why your wife decided to order a flower or
yeah,
at best body wash.
So that was the conversations. We're back in the thing, and everyone's trying everyone's flavors. And my daughter's like, "You want to try mine? You want to try mine?" Like, I know what strawberry ice cream tastes like, sweetheart. But yes, nom, 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 nom. If I'm giving you a scoop of mine, I'm taking a scoop of yours because this is America. So I asked my wife, like, "Oh, how's your lavender one?" And she's like, "I don't know how to describe it. Here, try some." So I try some, and I'm like, "I know exactly how to describe this. It is the most delicious soap that you have ever had in your life." And she's like, "Yeah, that's it. It tastes clean like soap, but it's really good." I'm like, "I know."
I don't.
So you get all that refreshment. You know how you smell really good after when you use somebody else's soap that you're not used to? It doesn't normally smell. You're like, those Irish Springs really know how to smell. But imagine that without any of the acridity that comes with soap and like sweetness.
I mean, I get that,
So
but
good.
yeah, I could maybe have my mind changed, but that just sounds disgusting. It sounds like it would remind me too much of soap, and my body's just telling me you need to spit that out. You're eating soap. Stop eating soap.
You didn't say a bad word. You don't need to put yourself through this.
Exactly. I see chocolate right over there. Stop that. Put down that soap-smelling ice cream and get yourself something good.
So it sounds like you haven't discovered the flavor lavender in your life.
I've definitely had it in something. I feel like it was maybe as a salad dressing.
Okay.
I know it's used for flavoring various things, and they're always hoity-toity, like, oh, we put lavender in it for the healing properties, and it's just like, oh, shut up.
We would pick lavender and then just stick it in sugar. You leave it in a thing of sugar for a couple weeks, and then it tastes like lavender sugar. We make sugar cookies out of that or lemonade. It's amazing.
Sure. I still would have just gone with like I said, the most chocolate-ass chocolate they had. A lot of places can do some really bomb chocolate. Like they're like, oh, we've got a Dutch chocolate that is like something you've never tasted. It's like, okay, I'll try that.
And I'm sure it's good, but I'm also pretty sure I have tasted chocolate. Like Dutch chocolate is closer to chocolate than honey cornbread is to chocolate.
Now, honey cornbread, I would absolutely try. That sounds delicious. I would love to see how it tastes like what they say it's supposed to taste like. It's like the Oreos. It's like, no, we made this flavor Oreo. It's like, why did you do that? You can't make it taste like, holy crap, you made it taste just like that. How'd you do that? Oreo magicians.
It's like the Jelly Bellies. Jelly Bellies have been doing this to us for years. I've gone down the life is a simulation rabbit hole too much recently because now I'm like, yeah. I mean, if we can make chemicals where I can eat a candy and think this is buttered popcorn combined with juicy pear, nom, 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 nom. Our brain can just be tricked by anything. So maybe we don't exist. Or maybe we're just in the Matrix and we're all just laying in pods. What if we've been podcasting across the country for all these years, assuming we'll never meet because it's inconvenient, when we're really in next door pods as the robots feed off our life forces?
Feed away.
I'm holding my hand up to the glass, Jason. Do you feel me?
I don't. We are not drift compatible.
I won't go into my tight five about Pacific Rim. You're not going to tempt me that easily.
The last episode, you tempted me with Lost, and now I mentioned Pacific Rim. You're like, nope, I won't give in to that devil. Not today.
I've chased that rabbit too many times.
Must stay talking about my weird ass aloe ice cream.
It was really good. It wasn't as good as honey butter. I won that one. That's why me and my wife always try new things, is because we want to see who wins and who got the better thing. Everything's a competition in this marriage.
I love that it's not so that way we can doubly try out new things. And like, we tried out more things. It's like, no, I want to win.
Well, we do that, and that's how we know who wins. So we're both double enriched, and one of us got points.
See, if I try that with my wife, I always lose because I have something that I'm like, man, I wish I'd gotten the other thing I really wanted that I know I like. That's okay, but I don't like it as much.
It's all about the experience, Jason.
It is. And it's not an experience I care about. Give me chocolate. Every time we go for ice cream anywhere, and other people, well, my wife and like maybe my father-in-law try like some adventurous flavor. It's like, oh yeah, you gotta try this. Oh, you can really taste the spice in it. Oh yeah, I can't believe they got that in there. It's amazing. I'm just like, chocolate's pretty good. You know what they did? They put more chocolate in the chocolate, so I got lots of chocolate.
I get that. But chocolate was only ever discovered because people were like, what if we took this weird bean and mushed it up?
I like beans.
But would you have pinto flavored ice cream? No. They just happened to get lucky all those years ago.
I wouldn't kick it out of bed. I'd give it a shot.
You won't give lavender a shot. You'll try refried bean flavored ice cream? I mean, I would, but I'm, actually, it would probably just be a scoop of refried beans. Like, wow, it really tastes just like refried beans. Yeah, it's just cold refried beans. We beat the system.
The people with the scoop things back in the back are just like, don't say a word. I got a can of refried beans. I stuck it in the freezer. And this guy is over the freaking moon about it. I'm also noticing that me being ice cream guy trying to talk through his teeth sounds strangely like Sammy Davis Jr., babe. I don't know why he's working at this Cold Stone Creamery, babe, but...
Okay, now, business idea. Cold Stone mix-ins, but it's a savory thing, and you mix it into refried beans. So you get, like, taco meat and cheese, and then you get, like, a little taco but the tortilla is a cone.
I think you've tried too hard. Like, you just passed something that somebody at Taco Bell had that was a genius idea, and then they implemented it in, like, one store, and it was like, wait, like, 9 people died from this. Don't do that. Do not release it to the public.
That's how the McRib started.
Just saying. That sounds like a bad idea.
I mean, everything sounds like a bad idea when you don't believe in it.
True, but also there are bad ideas. Like, let's not just stop there. Like, there's some things that you could say that's like, no, don't do that. You're going to end up dead. See? I was right. You died. Should have listened.
So when I was learning Chinese, people were talking about all the weird ice cream flavors that you could find in Asia. And they started real simple, like, oh, you can get red and green bean flavored ice cream. Now, those are, especially the red bean, actually pretty standard desserts. Like, I don't know if you've had like a red bean mochi or anything like that, but it's chocolate's wannabe cousin. Like, it's not chocolate, but it's similar. But so they would always talk about like, oh, you can get like chicken flavor or corn flavor or all this stuff like where you get like chunks of chicken bone in the air and stuff. And I'm like, oh, that sounds a bit much, but I want to try it. Like that, there's something about the unknown that just calls to me. So when I went to China for the first time, one day we were out walking around and my mother-in-law was like, let's get ice cream. And my father-in-law was like, yeah, that'd be great. That sounds nice. Let's get ice cream. And I'm like, ooh. Okay, I'm going to try a cool flavor. I'm trying to think, like, should I play it safe and just get the green bean? Like, that's adventurous, but not really. I don't know if I want to deal with, like, a chicken's foot in my ice cream right now. And I'm so, like, up in my own head, I don't realize where we are, and we're standing in line. And then we finally get up there, and we're at a McDonald's, and we just got vanilla soft serve. And my mother-in-law was in freaking heaven. She loves, with a capital L, McDonald's vanilla soft serve. It is her favorite thing on this planet, including my wife and children.
Goodness. I mean, it's got its charm, but wow. I love you being prepared. Like, I could try that. I think I could do that for my new family. Yeah, we could try it. This is like, no, look. The golden arches welcome you. Oh, weary traveler.
Welcome home, American.
Yeah. Welcome to China, where the soft serve machine actually works. That's
the only reason people go to McDonald's. They take care of it.
Yeah. Oh, I would love just the thought of taking her to McDonald's and whatever she gets, it doesn't matter because she's just like vibrating with excitement. Like, oh, I can't wait for the soft serve.
I mean, that's what it really was. Like, whenever we would have like problems around the home when she was living with us and just, there was tension or, just things weren't going good because we were stuck together over COVID. She came here to live for 6 months and ended up staying for 2 years because of the corona. So, there were times when we were all a little in each other's grill, and I could always count on those Mickey D's to smooth everything over with a nice vanilla soft serve.
God bless you, Golden Arches.
Ronald, sir, I salute you.
Typically they are arches, but that day it was a bridge from China to America.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Then You Ruined It. If you enjoy our flavor of nonsense, please like and subscribe wherever you found us. And please share with your friends and cooler family members.